Good evening. Welcome to Stampin' by Hannah here on YouTube. I am live here on a Wednesday evening. I'm hoping I'm live. I'm just going to check. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. So anything you see on my channel that's got a Stampin' Up logo on it, you can purchase from my online store. Link is in the down bar below. I'm excited to be back live again. It's been a couple of weeks of kind of hit and miss with lives. With my husband was on night shift, my kids have been poorly, everything's been a bit of a nightmare. But actually, this week so far, touch wood, things are bubbling along all right. So we are back to lives on a Wednesday night here on YouTube and a Sunday night with a replay on a Monday. So on the Sunday night on Facebook, and that goes live on a Monday morning here on YouTube. Plus, I do have some pre-recorded bits that are coming as well. So there's lots of videos, stuff coming for you really, really soon. So today, I thought I would use the Global Design Project as my inspiration. Again, I do this quite a lot here on YouTube, just because they come out on a Monday, and so when I'm thinking about what I'm doing on a Wednesday, it's kind of there in front of me. So this week they've got a colour challenge, which is Night of Navy, Pumpkin Pie and Balmy Blue, which I think is a really nice colour combination. Isn't that lovely? And I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with that, really. I mean, it's lovely, but I'm like, it's very broad. There's a lot you could do with this colour combination. And so I have reached back into my kind of archives of stamps and pulled something out of the annual catalogue. This is Lovely You. Now, before we get into the making of things, I do want to let you know that Stampin' Up have got a sale on at the moment. So, she says, I don't know if I'm looking at the wrong Stampin' Up website or not at the minute. It just doesn't look quite right. Let me get the details. The seasonal sale, which is happening from the 15th, so yesterday, through to the 18th. And you have got 10% off all punches, 15% off all stamps, including this one, 20% off all dies, 20% off all embossing folders, and 20% off like standard designer series paper from the annual catalogue. So that's not things that are in the like Christmassy stuff. That is annual catalogue. But it does include this stamp set, and I am in love with this. This stamp set just makes my heart happy. I've got cute little stamps and then really nice sentiments. So I do really like this one. So, shall we get to stamping? Hello, Emma. I'm sorry, I know I haven't been here for a little while. Things have just been a bit mad, but I am back. And I'm glad that you've missed me. So I have got a card base of Balmy Blue. And a piece of basic white to go over the top. And I don't think I'm going to stamp on this. I think I'm in actual fact, I am going to just stick that straight down and call my card base sorted. Because I have already gone ahead and used my stylish shapes. I cannot get enough of these. I was chatting to a lovely lady who joined my team yesterday about what she'd put in her starter kit, and she was like, oh, the stylish shapes had to be in there. I was like, absolutely, these are the best dies. She had the stylish shapes and the stitched rectangles, and I nearly lost my mind because they're the two die sets I probably use more than anything else. I absolutely love them. So I have used the largest square to die cut a square out of basic white. I just love this. Oh, I just love them. Can't get enough. And we're going to stamp on this piece. So it's quite little, but we've got quite little stamps. So I'm going to take the little flower and the leaves and the kind of vine image. And I'm going to put the stamp set to one side for a second. And I'm going to use quite big blocks. Now, the reason for this is because then you can see through the block. If you use, let me find in my stash of blocks. Oh, here. So, this is a little stamp. I've got it on a little block, which is fine, but you can't, like, the edges of the block kind of get away in the way of what you're looking at. Whereas if you put it on a block that's just crazy amount too big, you can see, does that make sense? So you can see better through it. So I do tend to stick stamps on blocks that just look ridiculous. But that is why, because I have 2 of these. These are the little A blocks, and I'm sure they're really handy, but I just never use them. They're too small. So I'm gonna stamp which stamp am I gonna stamp first? Let's do those big leaves first in Balmy Blue. And I am gonna stamp off. So this piece of grid paper is going to get messy. If that hurts your head, I'm sorry. I'll try and move it at some point. Oh, I've got a runny nose today as well. I don't know what has happened. I think like the world company has got a cold, hasn't it? That's not COVID. It's not COVID. It's definitely not COVID. But yeah, I'm just feel all right. But yeah, definitely have a cold. So we've got 3 of the leaves in the Balmy Blue. I do like this colour. My ink pad is very juicy, I've got to admit. So it's probably a bit darker than it would normally be. Then I've got Night and Navy. I'm going to use the Vine for this one. So, how is everybody? I hope everybody is well. Like I said, saying that I've got a cold. My boss at work is actually off really poorly with a kind of flu-y virus at the minute that's just really knocked her. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Haven't coughed all day. Just, has to happen when you're on live, doesn't it? And then we're going to go for the pumpkin pie for our cute little flower. Emma's full of flowers. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one, Emma, because there is definitely something going around. Do you think that's enough? Shall we have another one? I think we need another one. I think we need one up there, stamped off, and then a bit more just in that bottom corner. There we go. Look at that. Gorgeous. So we need to choose our sentiment as well, because I have not picked a sentiment. We've got loads of choice in this stamp set. It is really lovely. Now, my thought is, pulling out my stylish shapes again, that the sentiment goes on probably this die cut. So, this is how I'm going to choose my sentiment today. I'm going to lay it out and just see which one fits. Shall we do just because? I think I'm going to do just because. Because just because it fits. Realistically, just because it fits. So, I'm going to grab a piece of basic white, and I'm going to die cut this first. The reason being, or am I? Am I going to die cut this first or am I not? Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Just the way I do craft in a very strange way sometimes. Let's stamp that in Night of Navy. Forgot the colour name then. Oh man, it is one of those days. And I've stamped it over to one edge. And I've stamped it wonky. So it's going to look really wonky. You're going to look at this, go, what on earth is she waffling about? I don't know. That's the answer to that. Yeah, I'm out of practice doing lives, I think. I think that's my problem. I've done a couple of pre-recorded videos in the past few weeks, but I've not done anything live. But, yeah, so we have got Stampin' Up. What have Stampin' Up got on in November? What have we got on? There is the seasonal sale, which is sort of Black Friday-esque. Why does my machine not work? She says. It just doesn't always grab, this machine. I do really like it, but it just doesn't always grab. There we go. Grabs in the end. Yes, we've got the seasonal sale. Stampin' Up had On Stage, which I didn't manage to get to because it was in Austria and I just could not justify the travel. We've got a team event coming up this weekend that I'm very excited about. I'm hosting a team event virtually on Teams all weekend on Sunday. We're going to have so much fun. I genuinely can't wait. I have made my swap cards. they will hit the post hopefully tomorrow. I can persuade my mum to go to the post office when she's got the kids tomorrow for me tomorrow. Yeah, I'm a bit late. I'm a bit behind. It's, you know, I think the team just sort of expect it now. I just wonder whether a little bit of ink blending behind that would... I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do that. So I've just been ink blending with Bermuda base. I'm going to just rub that off a little bit. See if we can get some of that out before I start on a bit of balmy blue. Yes, I've done my swap cards. Feeling very organised. Still haven't quite formalised my make and take yet. I've got options. Got options, got choices. Haven't quite decided what I'm doing, but it's okay. So I've literally just added a hint of colour behind there, just to take the white away, because I felt like it was a bit too stark. That's better, isn't it? That's better. So we are going to pop that up onto some dimensionals. I want 4, 1 in each corner, and then an extra one in the middle. Da, da, da. Yeah, I'm sure there's something else going on. What seasonal sale? Oh, last chance. So because we have seen the new Stampin Up catalogue as demonstrators, so the last chance sale has that started or is that coming? That's how my week has been this week. My brain is full. Day job has been mad for a couple of weeks. I'm desperate for some annual leave, really desperate, yeah, can't remember anything at the moment. So there's that. Shall we have some sparkle on there as well? I think we should. Let's pull as much sparkle as I can gather in one hand. What have we got? We've got the decorative dots. No, don't want those either. That's not the right colour. But no, not quite. Not quite. I've got the red ones. Definitely not the red ones. Got nothing, I don't think, in any of those colours. And another packet of those, because apparently I can't get enough of them. Shall we go for some standard sparkly rhinestones? And work out where I've put my... There we go, there's my take-a-pick. I'm still using up this packet of rhinestones. They're so old. I really need to buy a new packet. Just because these are probably not even a size that's available anymore. There we go. Look at that. Quick and simple. A whole card in less than 15 minutes. Completely with my waffling. Like, that's quite impressive, isn't it? So, thank you ever so much for joining me this week. A quick live this week. Because the to-do list is massive. And, yeah, need to get on with it. So, thank you so much for joining me. I will not be on Facebook Live on Sunday this week because I'll have been talking all day at a team event, and then it's my mum's birthday on Sunday as well, so we've got to go for dinner. So I will not be on Facebook Live on Sunday, but if I get a chance, if the to-do list works its way down a little bit, I will hopefully get a pre-recorded video done for you, so you've got something to enjoy. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.